Hi folks, welcome to the Prepared Homestead. This is Travis. Thank you all for stopping by to watch. After trying to put a little food on the table this morning. This is one of my favorite spots on the property to hunt because there's a nice little game trail on the other side of this little field here that leads right down to the creek behind me. Hill in front of me, a little open field here where they like to bed down. So this is usually a pretty good spot. So, when is it time to give up? Give in, give up, not continue pushing forward to be prepared or to push back against this evil system. Well, I think the simple answer is it's never a time. It never is. But I only say that because things are going to get tougher. They're going to get harder to stay doing what we're doing. Up until now, our kind of lifestyle, our kind of ideology, honestly has been looked upon as nothing more than kind of a hobby. There's always those few cases out there where someone takes it too far and says or does something wrong and, they go to jail or whatever. But for the most part, being prepared and being far right and being a super conservative Christian, whole Bible believing, it's not looked upon as a threat by most people. People may roll their eyes at you or something, but there's a lot of Americans that identify in that way. What are we going to do when that's not the case anymore? What are we going to do when it is actually considered a threat, when you're considered a violent extremist and they act upon that just because of the way that you believe, the way that you raise your family? Is it time to give up then? I say no, of course. But the thing is we don't know how bad it may be in trying to compel us to either quit, deny Christ kind of thing, give up and go on our little FEMA camp, little life pods or whatever it is that they're going to give us. We don't know how hard it's going to be, how bad it's going to be, but I suspect it's going to be pretty rough. If we are in the biblical end times, the Bible's pretty clear about how rough it's going to be to hold out and to continue to be a believer. So there's going to be a time where a lot of people are going to want to give up and give in and comply. You take this mark, you take this shot, you use this currency, you eat these bugs, you put your children in school, or else. Or else you lose everything, or else you get thrown in prison, or else you get publicly mocked and called names and ostracized from society. You have to uproot and leave. You may lose your home, your jobs, all kinds of stuff. It's all within the realm of possibility and more. Violent things could happen to us. We have to think about that. We have to get ourselves prepared for that, because it's going to get hard as we continue down this path. And we're going to want to quit. Some of us, it's going to be tough. Some of you, you're going to want to give in. Only the strong is going to survive this, folks. I think I hear one. Sometimes they come from over here, not from over there. Most of the time it's over here. But I have seen a couple of times they'll come from a path over there, and that's where I heard it. day, so it's not the normal video today, but this is kind of cool. I still hear whatever it is that's moving right in front of me on the other side of this cedar tree. And it's a big cedar tree. Sorry, juniper tree for you Pacific Northwesterners. We call them cedars out here, though. We have to realize that all of this that's happening in the world is going to get worse. They don't want folks like you and I sharing our ideas, living the lifestyle that we do. It's very rebellious to the way that they want things to be. And I think as long as we're not sharing our ideas and bringing more people with us, they don't care. But they don't want us expanding the ideas and sharing it and bringing new people on board, encouraging others. That's why all this internet censorship has been happening. Well, unfortunately, it's moving back that direction instead of this direction, so it's going deeper into the trees. I don't think it can wind me from where I'm at, but it may be suspicious. Of course, it could hear me talking, so it hasn't run off. It's just slowly making its way back deeper into the woods. Oh, there she goes. Look. That's the owl. Looks like it got him some breakfast. That's pretty cool for me, because owls are like my favorite animal. I've always wanted one. I actually rescued one once. Got injured. Worked with conservation people to kind of help nurse it back together to release it. It was pretty cool.